Welcome to your daily focus for January the 27th, 2022. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. We have the 27 energy. Things are growing, things are maturing, things are blossoming under this kind of energy. This is a time when we get those aha moments, those epiphanies, and taking our time through our thought processes, through our strategies, understanding them, putting detail in perhaps. The more we think about it before we actually act on it today under a 27 energy, the more successful we will be going forward. Now, 2 plus 7 is a 9. A 9 is about endings, completion. So maybe it's time you sign on the dotted line. Although Mercury is in retrograde, so definitely you have to think things through in order to really jump on that train to success. If we do the numerology of the day, it is a 16. That's about awakenings. Unfortunately, the awakenings are things that we have been ignoring, we've been pushing away, we've been putting on the back burner, we've been pretending it's not a priority. And those things show up on under a 16 energy to say, no, you need to look at this, you need to deal with it, you need to walk through it, you need to leave it in the past, you need to put on some kind of completion, healing, whatever it may be for you. 1 plus 6 is 7, so it's standing within our truth, inviting in beauty, and definitely relationships under the 7 energy. Sun is in Aquarius. Moon, I believe by the time most of us get up, the moon will be in Sagittarius. We have that beautiful fire energy that wants us to investigate, wants us to research, wants us to understand, wants us to look at the journey we can go on. Step into the excitement of what tomorrow may bring for you. Okay, let's go to the cards. What else do we have happening? I think some of the things we will be feeling, although as we go through the weekend, that's when they all become exact. Mercury meets up with Pluto in Capricorn. So there's an intensity to our thinking, to our talking. We'll want to get to the bottom of things. We'll want to, it could be study, it could be research. So that goes with the numerology very well. So anything that like that, you really want to put your energy towards today and going forward for the next couple of days. Venus goes direct, I think, on the Saturday. So we'll get that little urge to try something new, try something different. And then we have the sun squaring Uranus, I think, on the Sunday. So we need to be open-minded. We need to go with the flow. We need to be flexible because things could just be out of our control. Things happen on a dime. Saturn and Uranus are not getting along in the sky. So there could be a buildup of tension as we head towards Sunday and a few days beyond as it starts to wind down. But I'll hopefully be here for all those days for you, and we'll give a little bit more information. But you may be feeling, it's the big planets talking. When the big planets talk, the vibration is more, it's more of the collective for sure. But they're all talking with little planets, right? We got Mercury, Venus, and the Sun, our personal planets, talking to the big planets. So it's really a lot to do with who we are and where we plan on going. It has a lot to do with our personal emotion. And most of it is very beautiful energy. In fact, the beautiful energy we kind of miss more often than not because when it's nice, when it's peaceful, when it's calm, we don't want to rock the boat and do anything or say anything or try anything because it's good right now. And we think for some reason it's going to stay that way, but it never does. But when you have those fights going up in the sky, that's when life gets a little bumpy and the road gets a little bumpy. Life gets a little hard. We have chaos. We have problems to solve. We have decisions to make. We have actions that we must complete. And it forces us to grow. It forces us to learn. It forces us to move forward. So, as much as I'm a very positive person, I don't like too much harmony up in the sky, because that means that I'm probably going to kick my feet up instead of really attacking that energy, because there's nothing pushing us there. There's nothing making us take that step. So we have to find out how to motivate ourselves, and we can through this kind of energy. Okay, what's the bottom card? Look at that. Six of Pentacles. Make sure those relationships are in balance. Are you giving more than you're getting back? Or are you not giving enough and you need to step up to the plate? What people seem to hang on you, zap you of your energy. You ever have that friend that they're great people, but you're with them for 20 minutes and you're ready for a nap at the end of it? It's just like they suck all the energy out of you. Or it could be somebody brings you down, you're in a really good mood, and then somebody just like loses their loses it on you, and you just like, where did that come from? And you carry it with you for the rest of the day. And anybody in the service sector of the world, it's pretty well happens once a shift, doesn't it? Oh goodness. Okay, what do we have here? We have the Five of Cups. So here we are looking at the things that went wrong, were failures, were things that didn't work out, didn't pan out. We put our money on the wrong horse, so to speak. And those things might become a little brighter in our minds. So we have to watch that, because if we turn away from that kind of energy, if we say, no, I'm not going to look at yesterday, I'm not going to look at the past failures, I'm going to look at what I can do going forward. Today is a brand new day for me, so I am going to plan accordingly, as this is my first step in my new beginnings. Even though we're in full moon energy, chances are it won't be your first real step, but even getting rid of the clutter and putting completion on things are steps forward. We turn around and we see those two goblets, those two cups standing upright, waiting to be filled with our dreams, with our desires, with our wants, with our goals, with the successes that we want to celebrate down the road. So we need to turn away from the negativity that will automatically pop up in our mind today. Or maybe we're feeling kind of like that. We're kind of looking at our progress so far and we're like, will this ever work? You tried to slip in time over here, energy over there. You really just can't find the balance. You take two steps forward and all of a sudden you're back and you're like, what happened there? I thought I was actually getting somewhere, but I didn't. And you get frustrated with yourself. You start to hear all those people who said it's a stupid idea, or you should never do that, or why do you think you're so special, or whatever the phrases might come up in your mind. And it's simply not true. It's past memories that you're in. Every time you think, okay, this has been proven scientifically, okay, when you think of something, your brain doesn't know it's a thought. Your brain thinks it's happening to you at that time. So if somebody tells you off in the morning and you replay it 2 or 3 times in your head, and then you go and you tell a couple of people and then a couple more people, then you go over here and you tell someone, and then you think about it again, and just as you're going to sleep, there it is again. Your brain thinks that every one of those times that you brought it up were actual things happening to you. So if you wonder why you pull away so easily, that is the why. So you need to control the narrative. You need to stop that train of thought. You need to yell stop, maybe say no. One thing to change your mind really fast from negative to positive is, you can imagine a monkey water skiing with a pink bandana holding a banana. For a brief split second, your mind cannot be in the depression mode, in the sadness mode, in the emotion, and imagine this monkey water skiing with a pink bandana holding a banana. And so for a brief second, when your mind makes that picture, your mood automatically changes just for a split second. Now you hold the narrative. What are you going to write next? Are you going to start saying, oh, I'm going to get up, turn on some music and dance around, get my energy flowing, and then I'm going to tackle that cupboard and rearrange everything, or I'm going to clean the house from top to bottom, or I'm going to go out and do my gardening. I can't do that. There's like 4 feet of snow outside. Or I'm going to go and jump on my snowmobile and fly down through the fields and just feel alive, or jump on my motorcycle, or jump in my car and go for a drive and take in the country, or go sit in the park, or for a walk around the block, or whatever it is. I can change my energy. I have control over that. And the more you start to understand that you can write the narrative, the easier it is. And it's not an easy thing to do, so it takes practice. And time again. I know in many times I'm in a very good mood. I'm in a prayerful kind of thought, and somebody cuts me off. Boom! Out comes that person that I've been trying to train to go away for so long. Just boom, there they are, saying, "Oh, what are you doing, man?" 5 of Cups. So turn away from the negative. Look at this. We have the devil right in the middle. The devil is the phoenix rising out of the ashes. It's a letting go of the old, the unused, the unvaluable, the things that are just clutter now in your life. They're of no value. It might be a person, it might be an environment, it might be a thing, it might be an action that you do. In some way you say, that's enough, no more. I'm not that person anymore. I was yesterday. Today is a brand new day. I'm getting out of focus here. I'm moving around too much. Sorry. And then we have the Tower. The 16 energy comes out. So that 16 energy will probably be strong for us today. Will show us something that we really don't want to deal with, something we've ignored, something that we've looked, past, trying not to see it in our line of sight, something that we need to address. And we know that we need to address those things, and we push them behind us. We kind of keep them off our to-do list for some reason. I'll get around to it. There's always tomorrow. I mean, those are great little excuses. Excuses are just lies wrapped up in little riddles and words. So, and you're taunting yourself. So stop taunting yourself and make a list of all those things that you have on the back burner today, and look at them before the 16 energy comes around again, because it's uglier for us to deal with it when they get to control the narrative. So we need to take a proactive step and look at what we need to do in our lives, and then do it. So awakenings, that aha moment, the relief. I mean, many times I hear, somebody's all worked up about something they have to do, or something they have to say, a conversation they might have to have, an action they might need to step into. And they carry it around with them for days, sometimes weeks, sometimes months, and then they do it and they feel, it's like this burden. It actually feels like you were actually carrying around a weight with you. So don't do that, because as long as you're carrying that weight, you can't be proactive in any part of your life until you deal with that itsy bitsy part of your life. So this is really a day to understand where we need to change, where we need to transform, what we need to attend to. And we could be reminded of that today under the 16 energy. Thank you for the emails, the comments on our mantra cards. Oh, they need a shuffling. Okay. Usually I don't have to shuffle them that much. They're giving us a new energy, perhaps. Or they want to make sure that the right card comes up. Self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Believe in yourself. It's your dream. It's your goal. It's your wish for a reason. It's your passion for a reason. It's nobody else's in the world. Not the same way you have it. Not the same way you envision it. You see it. It's calling to you because it knows you've got this. The energy knows. God, your angels, your spirit guides would not allow you to see that if it wasn't in some way possible for you to obtain it. They're all loving, all magical, all beautiful. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Believe in yourself. And if there's things that other people have to do in order to get the job done, then do your part. Make sure that you're caught up. Make sure that they just need to catch up. And maybe you'll find that you can do 2 or 3 of those things that you asked them to do, and you don't really need them for that. And now you're really flying solo. I see butterfly wings on you, so maybe we'll get the butterfly. Okay, self-reliance, and you guys want me to read the book, so I will. Grab onto your courage, your fortitude, and lovingly assert yourself and your point of view. When you do this, you gain respect and support from friends, family, colleagues. And it takes a boldness, it takes an integrity to stand up for yourself and be counted, especially when it feels like nobody may be supporting you. Trust yourself. Value your own opinions and judgment. Flying solo is a challenge. It takes courage, it takes confidence, but this is your road to freedom. Become lion-hearted. And know that the best protection is your own spine. The mantra is, if it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it's up to me. So taking ownership, maybe that's something that we put on the back burner. Like maybe somebody else will take care of it. If I ignore it long enough, maybe it'll just disappear. Somebody else will do it. Take ownership. Okay, we'll get our little animals here. Boy, these cards really feel like they need to get mixed up here for us. So yes, the energy is changing. And we have, look at this, count your blessings with the turkey. Do it every day. Have a gratitude journal. Write down on a piece of paper one thing you're grateful for and say it aloud. Go to sleep. Next night, write a second thing, read them both, sleep. Third night, same thing. It has been scientifically proven that having a gratitude journal will, and especially doing it in the evening before you go to bed, you will fall asleep faster. You will sleep more deeply, more soundly. You will have a more restful sleep. Good things do start happening to you, because you start to really see the beauty that's around you, and beauty attracts beauty. And the more that you are aware of the beauty that's around you, the more beauty that will show up in your life. And prove me wrong. Do it for 30 days and see what happens in your life. Give it an honest attempt. Give yourself 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes each night for 30 days. It's not going to cost you anything except for the ink and the pen and your time. And write it out. Don't say it into a recording and it goes into text on your computer. Not the same thing at all. Okay? Write it out. That does help. That does bring in forms of abundance, but it doesn't, you really want it to work for you. If you really want it to work for you, then start writing in that gratitude journal. We will go to Turkey. Oh my gosh, Turkey. There, it's Turkey. Blessings. Blessings, gratitude, and thanks. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. There's the card. It is a perfect opportunity to create peace within your soul so that gratitude is pure and there is forgiveness from the past by looking at the now and creating the future. Begin a new tradition. Create a gratitude tree. Write down a few things that you are grateful for each day and hang it on the tree as a reminder. Go around your dinner table. Express thanks. Not just on Thanksgiving. Create a gratitude journal. Whatever you want to express your gratitude, whatever way you want to express your gratitude to spotlight your blessings, do it so that there is a constant reminder around you, so that you can see that you are blessed, even when you feel otherwise. And this isn't a gratitude thing, but it popped in my head. And when things pop in my head, I got to say it out loud. So here we go. I read it somewhere, and I don't know where. I don't know who the mastermind was for this, but what they do is they have this big mason jar, like one of those restaurant pickle jars, and a pad of like sticky notes. And so they will write things on it that happen throughout the year. The family does, and they'll fold it up and put it in. And then for New Year's Eve, the family sits around and reads some of the moments they had throughout the year together that otherwise would have been long forgotten. And they become a memory because we say it out loud again. So we have the turkey here. Gratitude. See the beauty that's around you. See the beauty that's within you. Awakenings. That's a big part of today. Seeing what we need to do, what we need to accomplish, what we need to put completion on in order to go forward. And that could be healing as well. Absolutely. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.